The reason why I'm running for chapter president, I don't feel that my whether it's Jamal or myself, neither one I feel that we both could do a great job as far as base being the president. It's not about that for me right now. It's about being able to help to create a system within Alpha Nu Omega. Since I basically first became a part of the organization as a whole, this organization's been my heart. I didn't even have help or support to be able to even run the chapter. I had to do different things on my own and be able to come through. National president basically even told me that you work so hard and basically be able to help to bring this chapter about. Some of the things I want to bring about, and I've actually talked to national president, and actually there was an initiative that I actually spoke to him about, and he had so much love and respect and regard, and we're actually working on that right now, which is going to be like an HBCU Christian ministry initiative, which I basically, talked to the national president. He liked the idea, and he wants to run with it. When it comes to basically the chapter, it's about what the chapter needs to grow. I know what the organization needs. I know it was asked to me, by the NEOs, why I was given a name Tactic Weapon. The reason why my dean gave me that name was because he knew that I was able to basically bring this chapter to a whole nother level. When I actually asked him about running for president, because it's not something that just sprung up. This has been a while. He actually told me I would have been done run if I was you. In other words, he had confidence in me. He knew I can be able to, bring about. Some of the things I like to basically actually bring about is I would like to actually go back to the founding principles of life. I want to be able to do, as far as the church is concerned, open forums so that, different, parents that are basically going to send out their children to college can be able to, know how to maintain their relationship. That's what this organization was founded upon. And like I said, it's a great thing because, like I said, it's able to basically give us a stronger platform where we could reach more churches and being able to make a more of a bigger difference. When we first started out, I remember, Malcolm working hard and, we was all trying to learn different things too. And I know how it was very, difficult for us as a charter line to be able to, realize what we were going to try to basically be able to do. And so, I want to basically introduce to the churches to get the support of the churches, to be able to, show what AAQ was all about. People don't really know us like that. And as far as basically growth is concerned, if we don't implement the right things that are basically help the growth of this chapter, it will basically be stagnant. As far as basically lip service, I don't lip service. I produce results. I sacrifice. Some of the things I also would like to basically bring about is working with the Block, which is a college ministry which works with Hillsong. I want to basically be able to reach out to different churches like Brooklyn Tabernacle. I actually spoke to basically different churches about being able to do a college event. I actually spoke to East Fellowship. They liked the idea. I actually spoke to another church, Fordham Manor. They liked the idea of being able to have a a college forum, to be able to speak about that. Definitely Allen, A&E, Christian Cultural Center, Christ Tabernacle, Town Square Church, World Change Church, all different type of churches. And these churches are willing to work with us. So also other different things too that, I want to basically keep. Things that I know that was in Jarrell's heart as far as God belongs in my city and don't walk by that works, and basically doing different things for like National Alliance on Mental Illness, which is basically something we were founded upon. Out of the Darkness Overnight, which is like a walk. I want to be able to bring back actually things that work, such as basically Meet Me at the Barbershop. That was actually something that I think one of the chapters ran with because we didn't basically follow through on that. I want to basically follow through on that. In God we trust, being able to, I actually spoke to a lieutenant in the military, and she liked the idea, being able to do these different things that works. I've always been the type of person that I've been able to produce results. I want to basically be able to have trips to like great adventures and do different things too that basically will garner interest, and even do like international gospel showcase. We need to basically be able to do things that are going to create the growth that is necessary. It has to be strategic. It can't be we're just doing little things too that's not going to be able to help to bring this organization, to where it needs to be at. It's now time that we have to grow, or else. And like I said, when I spoke to our national president, he agreed, and we spoke for about an hour or two actually. So it was a very long conversation, and he even said that I'm going to get the officers involved with this. I've actually spoken to a lot of different people too on Campus Renewal Ministries. I have, since I've been a part of this organization, I have been to several schools to recruit. So let's go down the list. Brooklyn College. We want to go to basically Pace University. We want to talk about City Tech. We want to talk about LIU. We want to talk about Medgar Evers. We want to talk about Baruch. We want to talk about City College. Going there and basically working with Ashley, as far as basically trying to be able to recruit. Lehman, working with the Seekers Club, being able to help out with Manhattan College, going to so many different basic schools to recruit, being able to be supportive of other people like Jarrell as president, who I believe in, as my line brother, and knowing that, I want to be there for him. Making connections with Campus Renewal Ministries and so many countless connections, being supported by my line brother Joe, and some things that he basically want to do and bringing that to pass. And what I'm saying, being able to do different things too, doing events, establishing connections that basically has created growth. I've been the type of person that if I say I'm trying to do something, I'm trying to do it. One of the things that is definitely needed and definitely need to be discussed is that it's about that if there's no consistency, this chapter is going to basically fall. It doesn't matter if it's myself, it doesn't matter if Jamal, it doesn't matter whoever. If there's no consistency, and we know that, things basically arise, you have to basically be able to, be able to go and do different things too, and be able to go back and forth and be able to follow up and be able to produce results. I produce results. I've been there. I've been there for the front line. I've been there for Brandon. I've been there for I've been there for just about every single line. I've been there for Extreme Measures. I've been there for lines. I've been there supportive. I've given my all, because of the fact I truly care. This is not about running for president just for some power. I don't care about the power. I care about getting this chapter together. This chapter has been my heart, my heart, for about almost 10 years. And at least, once I leave out, I at least like to say that this chapter is where it needs to be at. And all I'm asking is that I've given so much support over the years. For 10 years, I've been supportive. I even went to my dean to basically give him something in Philly because I love him so much and because he's been there for me. I've been there for my line brothers. I've been there for every single brother here in some sort of capacity or another. So I've been there. And like I said, I've been able to produce results. MIA, no, I had to go to different things too because God had pulled me away. But that doesn't basically stop me from being able to basically do what needs to be done within this chapter, and it hasn't. So I work, I produce results, and I'm able to basically come through. And right now, this is not about Jamal. Like I said, if this wasn't about getting a chapter to the right, I would be like, look, Jamal, I would basically just step down. But this is now about this chapter needs to get to a different level. I've even spoken to the national president, and he agrees. If he didn't agree with me, he would not be working me with these initiatives. I've actually reached out to HBCUs, and I've worked with different people too, and we're starting to actually work on this too. And even if Darren basically asks, he'll know basically what's going on with this stuff too. So I feel that basically I can get this chapter to where it needs to be at.